See here friends, this is the ninth sum from problem set. Here in triangle PQR, this is the triangle PQR in which this is the PM which is median because of these two parts are same here. Angle bisector of angle PMQ, this is PMQ, here it is bisector. Similarly, this is angle PMR, so this is their bisector. Okay, they meets PQ at X and PR at Y. Okay, now from all this information we have to prove these two means XY which is parallel to QR. Okay, tell me these two are parallel. When it will become? Okay, this is by converse of basic proportionality theorem. Remember friends. Okay, see first here in this triangle, in which triangle? PMQ. This is bisector, means we can write the theorem of angle bisector. How can write? See first PMQ in this triangle, what you can write here? PX, okay, upon XQ. Am I right? Like this one. This is equal to PM upon QM. Okay. Now similarly in this triangle PMR, okay, here this is MY which is bisector, so again PY upon YR equal to PM upon MR. Here we are going to write which one? PY, okay, upon YR is equal to PM upon MR. PM upon MR. Okay. Now just look here. This is very important here. M is the midpoint of QR. Hence this MQ which is equal to MR. Where it is? This is MQ which is equal to MR. That means this full side is, see here, this is the side which is equal to this side. Why? Because of MQ and MR, both these are congruent. So by observing these two sides are equal, that means these two are same. So here it is PX upon XQ is equal to PY upon YR. Hence here look, PX upon XQ is equal to PY upon YR, means by converse of BPT we can write this XY is parallel to QR. Understand? See, like all these activities, try to solve very carefully. Very simple all this. Only use correct property. Understand? Okay.
See here in the 10th sum, what is given to us? This is ABC in which this is a bisector and here also bisector of angle B and angle C. They meets at X. Okay. Now AX produced up to here, then intersect BC at Y. What we have to find? AX upon XY. We have to find. Okay. Here BC is full 6 here. Just if you observe here, there are two triangles. This side triangle ABY, in which we can apply what? Angle bisector. I'll draw that one here. Okay. See first. This side particular triangle in which we have to apply bisector of angle bisector property. Similarly, this side triangle also. Okay, here it is also bisector. Understand? Now apply here. Here also angle bisector property. Here also angle bisector property. If you observe here, in both of them, AX upon XY, AX upon XY. By equating, then see afterwards what we can make in calculations. Okay, see first. In triangle, which one? ABY. I will write ABY. Ray BX is angle bisector of angle B. Is it okay? So by angle bisector property, or you may write theorem. Okay, apply that one. What will come here? AX upon XY. is equal to AB upon BY. Okay? I'll write equation number 1 here. Similarly, in triangle, that side, the name of that one is AYC. Here also what? Ray CX is angle bisector of angle C. Is it correct? Now here also apply AX upon XY is equal to what? AC upon YC. This is equation number 2. If you observe here in 1 and 2, what do we get here? This AX upon XY, here also and here also. That means I equate these two with AX upon XY also. Okay, so how we can write here now? From 1 and 2, I'll write AX upon XY is equal to AB upon BY. This side AC upon YC. Is it correct? All the three ratios are same. We are going to find AX upon XY. That means we have to keep this one as it is. If you observe here, AB, BY, AC, YC. AB is given, AC is given. But we know full BC. Full BC means what? Yes, try to use 9th standard property, which is by theorem on equal ratio. Remember friends, always try to apply the previously studied properties wherever we need here. So, by theorem on equal ratio, this one keep as it is. I write AB plus AC upon BY plus YC. Understand? Now, what is AB plus AC? AB is what? 5. AC 4. But this full BY plus YC is nothing but 6. And here it is 9 by 6. They are divisible. 3 3s are 3 2s are. This is AX upon XY. So right here, therefore, AX upon XY is equal to 3 upon 2, which is very, very important example. Understand friends? Here, this is the very important. How we can find this AX upon XY? We know BC, we cannot mix separate here. Sometimes some students, they can think about, if you suppose here X, then we can write YC is what? 6 minus X. Try to solve. If that will also comes, okay, no problem. Okay, but remember, these kinds of previously proved properties we have to apply. Okay? Look friends, in 11th sum, in this particular figure, what they are given to us? This is the quadrilateral in which AD and BC, both these are parallel. Okay, and their diagonals meets at P. This is the information that is given to us. We have to prove from this what? AP upon PD is equal to PC upon BP, or we have to prove. Okay, this one particular we have to prove. So first I will write the given part. What is given? In quadrilateral ABCD, AD parallel to BC. Afterwards, diagonals AC and diagonals, okay, BD meets at P. Okay friends? But this much is the information they are given to us. So what do we have to prove here? AP upon PD, this side PC upon PB or B. We have to prove. Okay? Just try to observe here what you have to prove. Look here. AP, PD, PC, PB. Whenever like this we have to prove, at that time we have to prove the two triangles are similar, in which all the sides should be there. Now tell me, which two triangles we have to take? That means all these four sides should be covered. See first, you may take these two or these two. If we take these two, we cannot make anything here. Why? Because we don't know about anything these two sides. But we know these two are parallel. Means we have to take, instead of these two triangles, we'll take these two. Okay? Already we solved so many examples as like these two triangles. Okay? We can prove these two easily similar. Why? Because of these two are parallel. Means we can take, this is alternate angle. We'll take, this is vertical opposite angle. Hence, the two triangles become similar. Their sides are in proportion. Put the values and we can find something. Okay? See first here. Proof. What will be the proof? Just look here. What you can write now? In this one, I'll write the first step. Then given to us first, it is very important. AD parallel to BC. It is given. Okay? Now in triangle and triangle. In which triangle? APD and BPC. Okay? Look here. So first, I'll take this angle. Which one? You can write. No, you cannot write by one letter. Always write by three letters. Here it is. ADP. Okay. Congruent to this side, PBC. And this is from 1 and alternate angle test. Always write the reason. One more angle, which is obviously vertically opposite angle. You may take these two also, anything. So I'll write vertical opposite angle APD. APD congruent to this side BPC. Okay, this is vertically opposite angle. By these two steps, these two triangles becomes now similar. But whenever writing in similar form, at that time, the vertex should be in one-to-one correspondence. Okay? So right now, I write the name of first triangle as it is. But when you write in the second triangle's name, that should be in one-to-one correspondence. How can check? D to D. Where it is D? Last. So right here last, B. And here P to P. Means P is middle. Right here P. Now in this one, B, P both covered. Now C is only remains where the place right at C. This is the one-to-one correspondence. Okay? This is by which test? A test. Now once the two triangles are similar, their sides are in proportion, right? AP upon CP. Okay? This side PD upon PB. PD upon PB. You can write AD upon CB also. But that one, no need. Why? Because we need only P's. Okay? This is corresponding sides of similar triangles. Check whether it is correct or no. See, AP upon CP. No, we need PD. Here PC upon PB. That means tell me what we have to make. Only by alternando. CP and PD if we make internally, mutually interchanged. That is called as alternando. That is the proof. See here. AP upon PD. This side CP upon PB. This is from phi and alternando. So remember friends, all these operations from 9th standard. Means what we studied in previous standard or previously studied some properties we have to apply anytime. That means you should remember all these properties. Understand?
See here friends, this is the 12th one. Okay, in this 12th sum, again it is one activity which we have to complete it. See first, in triangle, here in this figure, this XY is parallel to AC. They are given to us. And twice of AX means this one, twice of AX, which is equal to thrice of BX. Means after substituting or by transferring, we can get here AX upon BX is equal to, this is the 3 upon 2 will come. Okay? And here XY equal to 9 is given to us. So from all this we have to complete and try to find value of AC. Where it is AC? This is 1. See first, because of here given we can write here first, and we need ax upon bx, means take bx to here and this 2 to this side. So what will get here now? 3 upon 2. Okay, here it is 3 upon 2. Carefully see here. Now ax plus bx upon bx. Tell me which operation we made here? By componendo. So here also we have to make the same thing. That means here ax plus bx upon bx. So 3 plus 2 upon 2. Okay, therefore here it is 5 upon 2. Here look, this is ax plus bx, where it is ax plus bx, means this is full AB. This is full AB upon bx, which is equal to 5 upon 2. Now we can write directly these two triangles are similar. Already so many times we proved here. These two are parallel, means this is corresponding angle. Therefore we can prove easily these two triangles are similar. By which test? AA test. We can write here. This is AA test. We can write very easily. Okay. Now after proving the two triangles are similar, we can take their corresponding sides are in proportion. See, BA upon BX, here it is CA or AC upon YX or XY. This is corresponding sides of similar triangles. Therefore, now what we know, just try to put here. AB upon BX means BA upon BX, which is 5 by 2. Already we know here. So write here 5 by 2. Okay. Now just go with this 9 to this side. Okay, 9 to this side means what will be the AC? 9 5s are 45. 45 upon 2 means how much? This will come 45 upon 2, 22.5. Okay, like this we can solve the example of activity. Understand? We'll take next one now.
See here, in this second last, 13th one, or I think last one. Okay, see first. In this particular figure, what is given to us? This is the angle A, which is right angle. Okay, and GF, DE, these are the vertices of square. Means this particular quadrilateral is a square. Their vertices lies on AB, AC and these two, like this. Okay. So from all this information, what we have to prove? We have to prove D square is equal to BD into EC. This is our proof. Okay. See first, I'll write given part. What is given? Okay, in triangle ABC, angle A is right angle. Okay, quadrilateral GDEF is a square, and here A dash G dash B, B dash D dash E dash C. Okay, and this side A dash F dash C. And this, the vertices of square lies on the sides of triangle ABC as shown in the figure. So from all this information, we have to prove what? BE square is equal to BD into EC. Look friends, just observe here what we are going to prove and how. See here, because of it is a square, we know in square all angles are right angle. I write every angle is right angle. Okay. If this side angle is 90, so obviously here also. Understand? Like this we have to think here. Okay. See here, DE, which is a side of square, means instead of DE you can take GD, GF, FE. All sides are same in square. Okay. Now here BD and EC should be there. BD and EC means we need these two triangles. Whether these two triangles are similar, they are not relative, but by the property of transitivity, we can think. If this one similar to this one similar to this, then both this becomes similar. Okay. Then sides are in proportion, then BD and EC will come, here these sides will come, they are the sides of square, we can then replace these two by D and then our proof will be okay. Means we have to use similarity. Okay, whenever like this property is there or we have to prove this like these statements are there at the time, every time we have to use similarity. Okay, so means first of all we have to take in these two triangles and then afterwards in these two, then by transitivity these two become same like this. Okay, first I'll write the given part, quadrilateral G D E F is a square. It is given. If it is given, then what we can write? All sides are same. I'll write here GD, DE, EF and GF, all the four sides are same. This is from 1, or you may write sides of square. Okay, now we just discussed, we'll take here in these two triangles. So first, I'll take the first this one, AGF, because that one in both terms here. So AGF, and this side you can write GDB. You can write any type name, BDG, BGD, like this. But when you are writing similar at that time, you should write in one-to-one correspondence. Okay, first, observe here. This is 90, this is 90. Okay. Yes, that one will write here. Angle A. By one letter we can write, because A means A only. Here we cannot take any different name here or different angle from here. Here GDB. Or can write here given and each 90. Okay. Now then what more angle we need is, if you observe here, this angle is congruent to this angle. Why tell me? Because of square. Their opposite sides are parallel as well. Okay, so we can write now angle AGF congruent to, here we can write by one letter. Okay, no, because there is no option, we cannot get any different angle here. So this is from 1 and corresponding angle test. Okay, by these two triangle becomes similar. So triangle AGF similar to, don't copy, always I am telling you. Okay, see first A to D. See first, where is A? First, so right here D. And then G to B. Where it is G? Middle. So write in middle. Means D and B both. Now just G remains. Just write where the place is. Okay, this is by AA test. Now, very similar, and in triangle, I'll write the same name of AGF. And here should write here like FEC. Okay. Here also, look here, this is 90, so this is also 90. Means angle A is congruent to angle FEC. This is, we can write given and each 90. One more angle as like this one. This angle with this one as like here by corresponding angle. In this triangle also we can write angle AFG congruent to angle C by one letter. Okay, no? See here, this is, tell me, from 1 and corresponding angle test. Therefore, here also the two triangles become similar. AGF similar, don't copy again, check it. A to E. A is first, write E, and F to C. Where is F? Last. Right here, C last. So what will remain here? F remains, write the place where it is there. This is by A test. Now look here. In this particular 5th step and 8th step, AGF is there, here also AGF is there. Therefore, this one is similar to these two triangles. Therefore, by transitivity, these two becomes now similar. Therefore, DBG similar to EFC. This is from 5th step and 8th step. Now you can write their sides are in proportion. Okay. See first, DB upon EF. BG upon FC. Look here, first two, last two, and take first, last. Take DG upon EC. This is corresponding sides of similar triangles. Now, look here, which two ratios we have to choose. Look here. D square, there is no DE. Okay, that will come afterwards. BD and EC, yes, these two are. That means this one no need to take. Understand? I'll take these two only because DB and EC both we need here. So in the next step, I'll write here DB upon EF. That one is equal to DG upon EC. This is from 10th step. Okay. Now go with cross multiplication. Okay. We need DB and EC. Go with here. I'll make this first. DG into EF. DB into EC. Is it correct? This is from 11. Just look here. What is this DG? Yes? DG, where it is DG? This one. And what about here? This one. What they are? They are sides, DG and EF. They are sides. Means we can equate all these in just one form. That means we need DE. Both these are equal with DE. So I will replace DG by DE. And again this one is also by DE. So this is our second last step. So what is the last step? D into D, D square. This is from 13. Look friends, all these are very, very important. Like this, we today completed the first topic, similarity, with all examples from practice set and from problem set. We studied all properties in this particular topic. There are some theorems also. Friends, try to always make practice each and every property. Understand? And these are the examples. Try to solve yourself also. Okay? Let's stop here today.